Favorite color green, cause I'm with the massive amount. Favorite color green, cause I'm with the massive amount. I like the way she drives me crazy. I peep her wavy. I like the way she drives me crazy. I peep her wavy. I like the way she work. It's hard body, the way I stay up.
What up, everybody?
What's good to the gang?
And we are back with another video.
Video. And all that. Yeah.
Yo, babe's energy has been so up all day today.
Energy. Let me motivate y'all today. Feel my energy. Feel my energy. Can y'all feel it? All right.
What up, everybody? And we are back once again with another video for your entertainment.
Yes. And today's video is a video that we promised y'all, a couple videos back. Go check those out. The Catfish Part 2 is what we're doing today. Oh my God. Yes.
These catfish stories are way more crazy than the first Catfish. Which, if y'all haven't watched it, go watch it. The link will be in the description down below. So there is no connection between this catfish story to the other catfish story.
None at all.
But I will tell you, it's a lot worse, and it gets so bad to a point where cops got involved in it. So Babe has a catfish story, and I have a catfish story. So
right, let's start out. They're not like intertwined
connected
in any way, right? So
these are just experiences that we had. We just so happens to have. And it happens before we even met each other and thought we even existed.
Yeah.
So, let's see. I think I was like 21, 22, something like that. And I moved from New York to Florida. And in between that time, I used to be really big on social media. Social media was like my entire life. My work was through there. Like, everything was just categorized on this one platform, Facebook. I met this girl named Heidi, and when I first got in contact with this page, the girl was fine as hell. There was nothing, there was absolutely zero clues that can lead you to thinking that it was a catfish. She had 5,000 friends. She had a successful Facebook page, and she also had a successful Facebook like page. We all ran like a certain web page through Facebook that pretty much got over, I want to say 30,000 likes or something like that. And so, long story short, I ended up getting in contact with her. I messaged her because, I thought she was fine as hell. No offense, babes. Femmes were always my weakness. And she ended up responding back to me, and we started messaging each other. And eventually it led on to, from Facebook messages to getting each other's phone numbers and stuff like that. We ended up having feelings for each other, or at least I did, because it was just really, really, I don't know. I can't really sit here and say if she had feelings or not, just because of the fact that, she was lying to me. So how was I even sure that she had feelings for me?
So lying to you about what?
So at first she told me, her name, her birthday, shit got even intimate. We started, experiencing stuff through the phone. We went as far as sending nudes to each other. I sent her underwear shots and stuff, and just stuff that only your significant other is supposed to see. And she sent me pictures of this girl and stuff. And, you know, like I said, I never thought that she would be like a catfish or anything like that. Just because all the pictures, it matched. Like, I didn't notice like there was something different or anything like that. You know, the same girl that I saw on her Facebook profile was the same girl that I saw with underwear photos and nudes and stuff like that. Like, it was consistent, you know what I'm saying? So I never thought it. And then on top of that, when we got on the phone, like, you know, there's certain ways that you could tell. Like, you know, I don't think you would expect a beautiful girl to have like a man voice, like, oh, I don't, you know, it just like everything seemed to match, you know. She had a beautiful voice. She had, you know, banging ass body. Everything just matched to the T. And, you know, I was mad happy because I was like, damn, like I could get a baddie, you know? Yes. So when I moved down to Florida, we were making plans to meet up. She was actually living in Colorado, or Colorado, I think, or Nevada, something like that. One of them two places. It was just like a West Bubblefuck place in the US. So we were making plans to meet up with each other, like she have her fly down to Florida and, you know, go from there. And, you know, I'll tell you right now, she was crazy as hell too. She was really freaking crazy because I used to upload photos and for my life, like, girl, she was so nuts. Like, this is what made me think that she had feelings for me too, because she was so crazy. Like, I couldn't even have a girl like compliment me without her going crazy. What happened, babe? Like, I used to dress both feminine and masculine during that era of me finding myself or whatever, and she would go nuts if I had like any girl. Oh, you're excused. She would go nuts if like I just had a comment that said, damn, you're fine as hell. Like, she would go crazy. She would black out on a person. But it got so serious to the point where I used to tell her, like, yo, you need to chill, because I can't really control what people say. But obviously, if I'm not talking to this person or not responding to it, then why are you acting crazy? Even though I low-key found it sexy as hell. Okay. So she ended up making me an admin of this Facebook page called Freaky X-Rated Lesbians. And there I met, you know, my two former best friends. And like, I got close to like a few of the other admins because there was more than just one running the page. And we constantly needed more than one person to run the page 24 hours a day. So she had this idea. She had explained to me before, like the whole group and everything, that she wanted to work for a company called MCA. I think it was Motor Club of America or something like that. Right. Motor Vehicles Club of America, some shit like that. And in order to sign up, it was like a pyramid scheme, I guess you could say, where if you sign up with, like, say if I was part of the pyramid scheme, if I told you if you wanted this job, you had to promote it, and like, you'll be able to get more money. The more people you get, the more money you make. Right. Because if you wanted to work for this so-called company, you had to put in $40 and so on and so forth. So one person will give you that $40. So the person that's at the top of the pyramid would get paid from that person. And then whoever that person hired as well, that person would also get paid, like the person at the top of the pyramid. So like I said, it was like a pyramid scheme. People started, because we had such a huge following, a lot of people started signing up, and we started making money. And I didn't really partook in that just because it kind of seems fishy to me. Like, I never heard of a pyramid scheme at that point. At that time, I was just like, like, I have to pay you to work? Like, if you, like, that doesn't make sense. Like, that's how I saw it. So, but I was noticing that she kept getting money and money and money and money and money. And I was like, oh shit, like, you know, maybe this might be working. So I kind of thought, you know, she already asked me like, hey babe, do you want to be part of this company, like, you want to run it with me? We'll really get money. So I was actually thinking of actually doing it until one of my other former friends, she ended up inboxing me and she was like, yo, I need to talk to you. And I was like, what's up? She's like, yo, it's not who you think it is. And I was like, what you mean? Like, you talking to me about my bitch? Like, I need to, what you mean? Like, what's up? And she ended up telling me that she met a girl, physically, she met a girl that actually looked like Harmony. And I didn't think much of it because I was like, yo, you got a lot of people who have like lookalikes or whatever. So I kind of ignored it or whatever. Eventually that person like disappeared, and then another person started telling me the same thing, and I was like, 2 and 2 is, if you're having more than one person, more than 2 people are telling you like, yo, this person isn't who you think it is.
Right.
So I was like, I approached 2 of my former best friends, and I was like, well, actually I approached one of them, and I was like, yo, like, I need your help type shit, you know, as this girl, you know, as amazing as it is, maybe the 2 people that went in and out of my life had like some sense, like, yo, maybe this girl really isn't who she says she is. While I'm talking to my former best friend, she starts telling me like, yo, I'll look into it or whatever, you know. So while she was looking into that, I ended up talking to another friend of mine, and I was like, yo, maybe you might be able to help me, because if this is the case, if she isn't who she says she is, then I need to expose the bitch, regardless of the matter of how I felt. To me, what I know is I'm gonna do what's right, and if it's some sneaky ass shit, I'm not gonna partake in it. I'm actually gonna expose you for the fraud that you are. And right. and as it was kind of like my image was being tainted, because here you are promoting through this this well-known Facebook page, and you're like, we are the admins, so we know. So it kind of like made us look bad. So it was more of our responsibility to expose the person who tried to fraud those. Like, you get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So so then she ended up finding out like that the people were she ended up finding out that the people who liked our page and stuff like that and actually partook part of this pyramid scheme, they were complaining that they never got their membership, saying that they feel like they got ripped off and shit like that, because the way that they were sending the money, it was through a personal account using Western Union. And that's not how you do it. When you sign up with MCA was a real company, but in order to start working for them, you had to send the money elsewhere. And this Western Union account was a permanent account. It was a personal account. It turns out that we ended up finding out that she was a fraud. And as I'm talking to her, she starts telling me that that she's right, that everybody else was right, that she's not who she says she is. And she ended up like bullshitting around, saying that the reason why she faked this so-called person was because she was really insecure and this and the third. And in my head, like, I thought it was all bullshit, because yo, you've been lying to me for over a year. At this point, it's been over a year. And I developed all these feelings. I'm thinking, yo, I shared something, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm shallow or anything like that, but you had me believe that this is who you were. You know, at that point, I wasn't even looking at the image, even though this person, this girl, was beautiful as fuck to me in the photos. It was definitely an eye-opener, because it was like, if you lied to me about what you look like, imagine what the hell you lied to me about as well. And then not to mention, we exchanged intimacy. Like, even though we never got physically intimate, I got intimate. I sent you pictures of myself. Like, I gave you my trust. I trusted you to, I trusted you with everything in me, you know? And I started getting really, really upset, because the more I thought about those nude pictures and those dirty pictures that I sent her, I got more tight and more tight, because it was like, yo, you really, that I was like, not trying to tell me who you are. So she ended up telling me that she was going to make a video and she was going to expose herself. A few hours go by and I'm not hearing nothing from her. I'm texting her. I'm even messaging her on Facebook. Mind you, at this point, I'm so heated. And I ended up going on the Facebook like page and I was like, yo, this person is not who you think it is type shit. Like, you know, the creator of this page is not who she, like, had to expose her. And even some of the admins helped with the ongoing of exposing her, because it was fucked up. Like, yo, you had us all thinking that you were this person and you're not, you know, like even to the point where I wasn't even the only person that she was flirting with and shit like that. I was the person that was there the longest, but as far as all the other admins, she fucked around with a lot of them. And they didn't even know who she was. Like, it was like they were under the impression that she was this beautiful girl in the picture. So fast forward, because I exposed her, she had the nerve to post some of my dirty pictures on social media. And I didn't even notice it. Actually, my ex-best friend noticed it. She ended up going on her page to find out, like, what's up. She ended up finding on her page pictures of me in my underwear and my bra, you know? And before she even told me, she told me that she reported it and shit like that. Like, we all went down, because she dead ass came for my life. Like, you dead tried to violate me type shit. For the minutes that you had my pictures up, hundreds of people were watching it, and it was fucked up. It was really fucked up, because it was like, yo, are you really fucking stupid? Like, are you dumb? So they ended up reporting the picture, and the picture got taken down after like a day or so. I think it was like a day. Because you know, Facebook community doesn't respond immediately. So fast forward, I was so hurt that I didn't even want to talk to her. Like, I was like, yo, not only you tried to jack me for my money, not only did you lie to me, but now you had the audacity to fucking violate me by throwing naughty pictures of me out on social media. Like, I trusted you with that. And she was actually one of the main reasons why I don't send like half naked pictures or anything like that. Like, not for nothing, it took how long? Almost a year for me to send Babe dirty pictures. You know, not saying that I didn't trust you or anything like that, but it was a very traumatizing set of events, you know. And fast forward, she ended up posting up a video. She sent me the video personally. Then she sent like the admins the video personally. And she was really not the girl that, you know, the picture that we saw, that we saw for months, years or whatever. It was of a beautiful girl, curly hair. She was, she claimed to say that she was Black and Asian, which I saw in the photo. Like, you could tell, like, she was Black and Asian. She was absolutely stunning. And here is the person that, you know, you ain't even Blasian, to be honest with you. You sat here and lied to me. I mean, the voice actually matched, her voice was actually real. But damn, it did not match her face. You know, she was like a regular girl like me. I mean, a little bit more plump, but she was a regular girl like me, you know. She could have been beautiful on her own type shit, you know what I'm saying? And the more we talked, the more that I saw like her video and stuff, it was like, at least with me, you kind of couldn't help but feel bad because it was like as if she wasn't all there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't all there, like, you know, like she had like gem stickers as piercings, like, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just something that, like, even though I was so pissed and hurt, a part of me felt bad because it was like, damn, like, you went to the extreme measures of faking to be somebody else because you thought you were good enough, you know?
Yeah. And,
you know, I'm not saying that she was beautiful and bad, but, you know, she wasn't ugly.
Yeah.
She was like Big Mama, like me. She was, you know, she was like, and, you know, she had beautiful dark brown skin. And yeah, I think it was more so what made me feel even more bad was the fact that she didn't know who she was exactly, you know, because after we exposed her and everything, she went on this whole trip of finding out whether she was a femme or a stud or a femigras. Like, it was just like,
yeah, a lot.
Yeah. So her page is probably still up now. It probably still is. Because I checked like a few years ago and it was still up actually.
Wow.
The only difference is that now she doesn't pretend who she is anymore. She has pictures of herself on the same Facebook that I first came into contact with. Yeah, and when I tell you, like, the cops got involved, but this wasn't from my end, you know? I ain't no snitch. I may get upset at you and shit like that, but a snitch, I am not. So, I guess, like, customers, like, people from our, at least, the Facebook community page, people started really making complaints and filing, like, lawsuits and shit like that. Like, they were actually able to find her, and she actually disappeared for like 2-3 months at tops. I think it was like 3 months. She was gone, and people were like looking for her and shit like that. Like, people dead ass called the cops and shit. And I mean, shit, even if you aren't all there, if you really knew what the fuck you was doing, that's really fucked up, because you dead ass robbed hundreds of people, like hundreds of women out of their money so you can benefit from yourself. Like, that shit was really fucked up. And like maybe like a few months, like maybe like a year later or whatever, she ended up hitting me up, but I just couldn't do it. Like, I was like, bitch, no, like, I can't forgive you. Like, I can't be cool with you. Like, you dead ass violated me. It's not even so much for the money, because I didn't give a fuck about the money. It's the fact that you violated me. Like, bruh, telling me, oh, I still love you. Bitch, where? You know, like, but that was my story.
Well, my story is not that bad, but I will tell that story in a part 3 of our Catfish, the finale. Yay. We will be back soon with that part 3. Give us some likes down below, and don't forget to
like, comment, and subscribe.
SS to the gang, and we out.
Bye, guys.